It has been a great year for childcare. As minister responsible for childcare, here is my rapid recap. Ready, set, go.
Hey, what happened?
So what did happen? Because it looks like now the daycares in Toronto are backing out of it because of uncertainty. And also let's bring up the Tylenol example because she is actually the minister of family. And she's responsible for this. So let's have a look at this. And something, too, people might forget. Pierre is the one that actually brought it up with the Tylenol because he said on Facebook that mothers were talking about how they don't have pain relief for their children. So this is something why the opposition leader had to know more about the Ministry of Family. Let's go through more about this. Karina's video was excellent. Excellent production, excellent everything. Visually, it looks like a Hollywood performance, and we'll watch that at the end. But in Toronto now, it looks like the $10 a day daycare, they are going to stop doing it in some locations because the government is not paying them. They need money on the first of the month, and the government's taking 45 days to pay it. And also, they say that it's just not enough money to actually look after what's going on in Toronto. So it looks like the whole program is going in the pits, and it's her responsibility to look after this. And the second example that we're going to have a look at is the Tylenol. And remember that in 2022, because this is also family, kids, Tylenol, there was a shortage on this drug here, ASA, whatever. So this was the shortage of the drug, and they blamed it on supply chains, China, Ukraine, everything else in what was going on. And a lot of this has to do with her and what she needs to do. Now let's look at the president of Argentina and the departments he got rid of, because maybe her department needs to actually go through the same house cleaning. Let's have a look at what he did, because I think that she might be in line next.
Turismo y deporte, afuera. Ministerio de Cultura, afuera. Ministerio de Ambiente y Desarrollo Sostenible, afuera. Ministerio de las Mujeres y Género y Diversidad, afuera. Ministerio de Obras Públicas, afuera, aunque te resistas.
He is a libertarian, which means less government and a lot less government. And considering that also the liberals, they hire these people, these racists, and hire lying and cheating that is going on, perhaps they need to be on the chopping block too. Let's have a listen to Karina talking how amazing the $10 a day daycare is, which looks like now, like I said, might not be, it might be collapsing. Let's have a listen to her.
Starting with fee reductions, across Canada, all provinces and territories have reduced their childcare fees, most of them by at least an average of 50%. Alberta and the Northwest Territories were among the first to achieve this target a year ahead of schedule. PEI and Ontario are the latest to achieve it, and Saskatchewan has surpassed the target by reaching a 70% average reduction. Quebec and Yukon were already at $10 a day or lower, and Nunavut joined them in November, 3 years ahead of the national target. Fee reductions will continue in the coming year, which will make childcare even more affordable for many Canadians. We also saw great progress on space creation.
That video was excellent, very uplifting, upbeat, positive. Everything is perfect, and why did it change so much a year after? Like, what have they done to mess it up? And why isn't she working on that now? Which is very puzzling on this, because it looks like every province is doing amazing, but Quebec always gets a better deal. But why is that? And going back to the Tylenol, how come Pierre had to know this, make an announcement on the Conservative website to say this, for her to actually look at it? And why does it always happen like that the Liberals just won't do anything or hide behind it and then wait for someone else to do it? Also, Trudeau, one of his little questions that I got at Christmas, someone even asked too, when is it? I've been waiting 8 months. And I understand the wait time is actually 3 years. So by the time, like say the kid's 2 years old and you finally have the daycare, junior kindergarten is already going to start up and it goes to the government anyway. So it's already too late if you have a waiting list of a couple of years. And also right here, how one Canadian family is coping with the highest inflation in 40 years. She is the last person to talk about any finance whatsoever. She's not a cheerleader for the carbon tax, which she is, but she shouldn't be. Because even the carbon tax increasing the cost of $3,500 per person. It wipes out all daycare anyways. Like, none of it matters. That's why there should be less departments, have one person, and they have to be accountable. They can hire a lot of people, smart people to actually fix it problem, but don't have these separate little departments, and none of them talk to each other, and they all blame each other or talk about something else. I want to talk about this in an interview and blab about nothing that's important, because that's what looks like happens a lot. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think, if Canada should reduce departments like the Libertarian in Argentina, or maybe they should have some more. So thanks for watching. Best of goodbyes.